Sometimes it's a pain to get the ball down the middle of the lane, but these bowlers can do it at the Anne Arundel County Unified Bowling Championships at Annapolis Bowl. Hi, I'm Wiley Baker with another edition of Athletes in Action in honor and memory of my mom, Dee Baker. Let's go flying in with the South River Seahawk Unified Bowling Team and head coach Mike Topper. What got you involved in Unified Bowling?
A lot of my friends have done this before and they said it was fun, and then I was also in Mr. Baker's leadership class, so kind of just decided to join.
Talk to us a little bit about leadership class. What does that class encompass?
We do a lot of work with the people at our schools. We do work with the PALs and the Central Special students and work with the elderly sometimes.
How do you motivate this South River bowling team?
To get pumped for bowling when we practice and when we have matches and stuff.
I'm in Best Buddies, and some people in Best Buddies do unified sports. It doesn't matter if you win or lose, it's just the fun of the game. Best Buddies is a club at South River High School and other schools. We compare kids with special needs, and we pair up with a buddy, and we go out and do things.
I just love being here. The energy is so positive, and they're always such in a good mood. It's really contagious. Whenever they get a strike or a spare, they're so encouraging, and they really just put everyone around them in a better mood and give a new perspective. All the athletes are so uplifting, and everyone's so encouraging of each other, and it doesn't have that competitive aspect that a lot of sports have.
Are you a pretty good bowler?
Yeah.
Yeah? So you guys are a good team.
Yeah.
Now talk to me about your whole team. What makes South River Seahawks bowling fun?
Strikes
And what else?
and spares.
I just tell him to keep going, that I know he can do it, not to get discouraged. I know he can do it because he's smart.
Yeah, it's my first year. Both my children have special needs, so I had a connection to that community, and I actually bowled in college. So I thought I could bring both things to the table.
And this is my third year doing this, and I love bowling. It's my favorite sport, doing this with the kids. Everybody's great here.
They really stress kind of the relationships with the athletes, not so much they want you to do your best, but it's not about competing and beating. It's more about having a good time, which is really nice. And they really stress that, and it's really nice to have them around.
We have so many partners that want to bowl that we actually had to split them on our Monday and Wednesday practices. We bring a different group because we have so many other partners that want to be involved. Everybody gets along and has a good time no matter who they're bowling with. And it's just, I smile every time I watch. I almost cry sometimes when I watch them because they get along so well. We may not bowl very well, but we have a good time no matter what.
The most important part is just building the social part of it and the friendships that I have with, these students.
Thanks for rolling in. I'm Wiley Baker. I'll talk to you on the court, on the field, on the air, or on the lanes with another edition of Anne Arundel County Public Schools Athletes in Action.